Hello, my name is Karl Meneghella, and I'd like to welcome you to this season of Coffee with Karl. In each episode, we welcome guests from all over the world who are here to share their knowledge, insights and wisdom in topics both big and small. Hopefully every episode will also have some tips, tools and takeaways that you can use to further your personal and your professional growth. So thank you very much for joining me in Coffee with Karl. Thank you. Hello, my name is Karl Meneghella and welcome to this episode of Coffee with Karl. Today I'm very pleased to present Miss Dailin. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing good.
Very good, very good. Would you like to share a little bit about yourself for the audience?
Okay, so hello everyone and good morning sir. My name is Dailin. I'm a Chinese teacher at Associations and I got my Chinese degree at Dunfa School. Yes, I'm a Chinese teacher.
Very good. And
yes.
so you have a diploma in Chinese,
yes.
working as a translator and teaching Chinese.
Yes, yes, of course.
And Mandarin, yes?
Yeah.
Very good, very good. And I believe you have plans for the future to do a master's or something?
Yes, I have a plan in the future that I continue my master degree at China.
In China?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Where would you go in China?
Maybe Shanghai or Beijing.
Very good. So you can see that even though she already has a qualification in Chinese, still has plans for future study, and I think that's very important, and being a lifelong learner. Can you tell us a little bit about your job? How long did you study Chinese?
I studied Chinese since I was young.
Mm-hmm.
As I remember,
you're still young.
Since I was young. Yeah. And as I remember, I started at 2014,
mm-hmm.
and I ended 2023.
Very
yes,
good.
and I got my Chinese diploma degree.
Very good. And you speak more languages as well, because you speak obviously English and Chinese and Khmer. Any other languages?
No, I guess.
No? Thai?
Yes, just a little bit.
A little bit of Thai?
Yes, for example, yes, a little bit Thai and French.
And French?
Yeah. 5
languages. Very, very impressive.
Yeah.
And I know I've said this before, but a lot of Asians are concerned about their English and they get very shy in speaking. Now, you're not shy at all, but a lot of people get shy. And I think it's really important to remember that a lot of Asians speak more than one language. So a lot of Asians will speak the national language, plus they'll speak maybe a dialect of the province they're from, and they speak English. And so in this case with Miss Dailin, she has Khmer, English, French, Chinese and Thai, 5 languages, which is very good. That's actually called a polyglot.
Oh,
yes. You have more than 2 languages.
Yes.
Very impressive. Okay, so what's the hardest part of learning Chinese?
The hardest part of learning Chinese, as I used to study before, I think it's Chinese characters and tone. Tone, yes, because Chinese have 4 tones. So if you speak the wrong tone, it's also the wrong meaning too. For example, I take one word in Chinese to give an example. For example, the word xiao, it means laugh, laughing, xiao. Yes, and you want to ask other, what are you laughing at? And you ask, 你笑什么? Yes, but you make a sentence like 你笑什么? So the word 小 in Chinese, it means small. 笑, it means laugh.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you speak the wrong tone, it's the wrong meaning too.
Right.
Yes, what does it mean 你笑什么? Yes, it can't even translate it. See, yes, it tone. And second one is characters. Because Chinese have stroke. So you need to follow Chinese stroke. Yes. For example, like 横竖撇捺. Yes, it's a Chinese stroke. You cannot just imagine and write down. You cannot. Yes.
Do you read and write Thai as well?
No.
So just speaking and listening to Thai,
yes.
but reading and writing Chinese,
yes.
Mandarin.
Yes, of course.
So how do you find the changing from reading and writing English with that alphabet, reading and writing Khmer, and reading and writing Chinese or Mandarin? Mm-hmm. How do you keep all of that organized?
Organized because I remember. Yes, because I study those 3 languages since I was young.
Right.
Yes, Khmer, English, and Chinese.
Okay.
It's like 3 in 1.
Yes. Very impressive.
Yes.
Very impressive. So, what's the hardest part about learning Chinese? So, say for me, for example, what would be the biggest challenge for me to learn Chinese? What's the hardest part?
Hardest part, like I said, the hardest part is tone. Tone, Chinese tone is the hardest part. yes, of Chinese.
Okay, so I speak a little bit of Thai, Pasa Thai, and I have the same trouble with that, identifying the tone. So I know that mai can be wood,
Yes.
mai can be new,
Yes.
and they have the mai, and I
Of
cannot
course, of
get the
course.
tone all the time, so I sometimes make mistakes.
Yes.
But again, for our audience, making mistakes is okay. So when I make a mistake, people will laugh, but they're not laughing at me, I think. They're laughing with me and happy that I try, and I think it's very important. So with the Chinese, I love going for dim sum, for example, yum cha, and I ask sometimes for the hagao or the shumai or the lomake, and sometimes could I be making a wrong word with the tone, like shumai, is that or hagao, is that the correct tone?
Ha gao, yes, it's
Okay.
correct, yes.
Oh, good.
Ha gao, yes.
Oh, thank you.
For example, like the word ni hao.
Yes, like hello.
Yeah,
Yes,
hello,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, very good. And thank you.
谢谢你.
See, I made a wrong
Yeah.
mistake with the tone, but it's not a problem. So
of
sometimes
course.
you'll make a mistake,
Yes.
and if you're lucky to have a very good teacher, the teacher won't growl at you, the teacher will help you. So, 谢谢你 is wrong. How do I say it properly?
谢谢你.
谢谢你.
Yes.
谢谢
right.
你.
Yes, of course.
There
sure.
you go. Very good. So my next question is, how long would it take me, and I know it's harder when you're older, but how long would it take me to learn basic, say Mandarin, for example? So I know there's not Chinese as one language, there's many, like there's Hokkien and there's Mandarin and Cantonese and many, but how long would it take me to learn basic, say Mandarin?
Okay, how long will it take? About Chinese, it take maybe 6 months.
Right.
Yes, to end basic Chinese. And that basic Chinese you can introduce yourself, you can communicate with foreigners, Chinese
Right.
foreigners, like involved with working or studying. Yes, that's 6 months, yes.
Oh, very good. And I suppose the biggest challenge with that is 6 months of doing little work. I'm not going to learn, so that means 6 months of practicing, being proactive and practicing.
Yes.
Okay? All right. You speak some Thai, you speak French, you speak English, Chinese. What is Chinese harder to learn than other languages?
Okay, this is the point. Nah, I don't think Chinese is hard to learn than other language. It depends on you yourself that you want to learn or not.
Right.
Yes, it depends.
So your motivation.
Yes, like other language is not easy.
Yes.
Yes, even like unless you're native, unless it's your own language.
Of course.
Yes, when you start to study, for example, not only Chinese, French, Japanese, yes, it's hard because it's not your own language, right? So it depends on you that you want to learn or not.
Yes,
it depends
yes.
on you yourself.
So again, that motivation.
Yes.
I think there's a really good lesson here with Mr. Eileen, is that part of it is your motivation, but also it means that with another language, the doors are open. So for example, if you're doing your Masters in Economics
Yes.
and you have Chinese, you could be working for a Chinese company here in
Yes.
Cambodia, or you could be working in China for a company, or working somewhere else in the world for a Chinese company. So having that second language and third language opens the door for you. So I would really strongly urge you to practice your other languages. So if you're doing English, for example, practice that. Take every opportunity to meet with foreigners, native speakers, and have an interchange with them, communication back and forward. And even if you make mistakes, it's not about falling down, making mistakes, it's how you get back up. I have another question for you.
Yes.
Is Chinese becoming more popular, and if so, why?
Okay, in my opinion, Chinese is more popular nowadays because Chinese play an important role in the global economy,
yes.
study, and technology. Yes. So as you know, like China work with a lot of many countries. Yes.
Well, I know the Belt and Road Initiative is global. I mean,
Yes,
they're doing
global.
Belt and Road projects in Africa, doing Belt and Road projects
Yes.
in Southeast Asia, for example. Where I am in Thailand, we have the high-speed rail coming through from
Yes.
Beijing to
Yes.
Bangkok.
Yes.
So there's huge projects.
Sure. Yes. So for those people who can speak Chinese, yes, absolutely have more job and study opportunity.
Yes,
Yes,
they have an
because China
advantage.
work with a lot of country. Yes.
Okay, I think it's really good to see a young person who is, not only doing their studies but now working in their area of studies. So you did your diploma in Chinese, now working as a translator and working as a Chinese teacher, Mandarin teacher. What would be your advice for students when they become unmotivated, for example? Because you're showing that you can actually do the study, graduate, work in a field you enjoy. What's your advice for students?
Okay, my advice is students need to study more than 2 languages nowadays because language is so important. I know English is a international language, but you need to have one more language, not only Chinese, not only French, Japanese. Yes, you need to add more language.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
because nowadays it's not only English,
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's so important, and try to study hard.
Very
yes,
good.
try
Very
to study
good
hard.
advice.
Yes, if you skip your study, your future will not like grow, because I see a lot of people that keep studying. They like in the future they must like, oh my God, I'm so like regret. Yes, because I skipped the study.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, thank you very much for that
Yes,
advice.
yes.
Thank you very much for joining
Yes,
us today. It's
thank
been
you,
a pleasure.
yes.
Sisiene.
Yes, Sisiani.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us for this episode of Coffee with Karl. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you. I'd like to thank you for joining me in this episode of Coffee with Karl. Hopefully the episode was a benefit in your personal and professional growth, and the tips, tools and takeaways will further help you. Thank you.